Chapter 751, Taking Those Rags as Rewards, Isn't It Too Shabby? Let me complete 100 acts of profligacy in the trial of the 10 major sects. Can I freely choose between the two identities of trial participant and trial behind-the-scenes controller? Hearing the random task suddenly released by the system, Yifeng also became interested, because he had already made a choice, that is, to be a trial behind-the-scenes controller. Because, if it is a trial participant, then completing 100 acts of profligacy can be a bit tiring. Masterin. Have all the rewards for the 10 major sect trials been arranged? At this time, Yifeng looked at Anleihong and asked this question. Isn't Master Yi not interested in this trial? Why do you suddenly ask this question? Hearing Yifeng's question, Anleihong also revealed a hint of doubt, but immediately replied, Master Yi, all the rewards have been arranged. It can be said that those rewards are definitely very good cultivation resources for those who participate in the trial. Then how many 9-petal Tianmiao fire lotuses can be equal to the value of all the rewards added together? After hearing this, Yifeng asked again. The highest level of cultivation for those who participate in the trial can only be the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Emperor realm. It can be said that those rewards are good things for these low-level Shinto practitioners, but in the eyes of powerful Shinto practitioners, they are nothing. And this level of rewards, no matter how many there are, the value contained in the total is not worth a fraction of a 9-petal Tianmiao fire lotus. Hearing Yifeng's words, Anleihong was stunned at first, and then he told all the situations. What? You hold a trial and use those rags as rewards? This is too shabby. After knowing these situations, Yifeng also said in surprise. A rag reward? Shabby. After hearing what Yifeng said, Anleihong and the two ancestors looked at each other and all showed a bitter smile. At the same time, they thought to themselves, we feel a little sorry for giving such a reward. You actually said that we are poor. Do you really think that everyone is as rich as you? Masterin. Since we are going to do it, let's do it generously. Let's put it this way. Although I won't participate in this trial competition, I can be responsible for all the rewards. At this time, Yifeng felt that the time was almost right, so he directly expressed his thoughts. Yi Xiao is responsible for the rewards? How lavish would the rewards be? After hearing what Yifeng said, Anleihong and the two ancestors were not calm at all, and even their breathing became rapid, because they knew that as a spendthrift, the rewards Yifeng gave would definitely not be ordinary rewards. In fact, it is very likely that they would be jealous of treasures. Young Master Yi. Then, can I ask first, what are you going to give as a reward? After trying to calm himself down, Anleihong looked at Yifeng and asked. Liuli Yin liquid. 10,000 years old cold marrow jade gold dew. Taiching life liquid. Shuiyun fantasy crystal. As Yifeng said the names of the top-level treasures, Anleihong and the two ancestors, who had just calmed down, began to breathe quickly again. In fact, because the reward was too generous, they were so excited that they trembled all over. Probably these things. I will prepare 200 rewards by then, and these 200 rewards will include everything I just said. Tomorrow morning, you will take me to the assessment site, and I will hide these 200 rewards myself. Speaking of this, Yifeng also yawned, then looked at Anleihong and said, I am a little sleepy, and I have to trouble Pavilion Master and to arrange a place for me to stay. I want to go and rest first. After a moment. Pavilion Master. The rewards provided by young Master Yi are too terrifying. That is no longer something that ordinary disciples can compete for. So, I suggest that the rules of this trial competition be changed immediately. Disciples are not allowed to participate. Only the masters and elders of the 10 major sects can participate. Moreover, each of them can only have 5 places, while our Tianmiao Pavilion, as the organizer, can have 20 places. When En Leihong arranged Yi Feng's residence and returned to the Tiange Hall, the great ancestor said his thoughts with a serious face. Pavilion Master. I support the great ancestor's proposal. Since young Master Yi is providing rewards for the trial competition, we have to hold this trial competition normally. However, in order to grab more rewards, we can only use the advantage of numbers. Then, the second ancestor also expressed his thoughts. Two ancestors. You are really thoughtful. To be honest, Master Yi has just reminded me that he will only provide these 200 rewards if the trial competition is held normally. If we do something small and affect the trial competition, he will take back all the rewards. So, the best way is what you just said. Our Tianmiao Pavilion will also join in, and the disciples are not allowed to participate. Only the elders and the sect master can participate. The number of people in our Tianmiao Pavilion is slightly superior, so it shouldn't be a big problem. After hearing the words of the two ancestors, En Leihong also said what Yi Feng meant. Pavilion Master. In this case, notify the changed rules immediately. It will also allow them to prepare in advance. After hearing this, the great ancestor immediately spoke out. On the other side. Xiaobai. Tomorrow I will place these 200 rewards in different places. And what you need to do is to set up various special formations at the location of each reward, and in the formation, you need to stack some special traps. If they trigger the special formation, they have to find a way to get through the formation to get the reward. If they accidentally trigger the special trap when they break through the formation, the reward will be completely destroyed in front of them. At this time, Yi Feng in the guest room did not rest immediately, but called Ji Xiaobai over and told Ji Xiaobai his thoughts. When breaking through the formation, if you accidentally trigger the special trap, it will not hurt the person who breaks through the formation, but will destroy the reward? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Yi Xiaobai was stunned at first, then grinned, and said in his heart, My lord is really playing more and more in terms of squandering money. My lord. What should the power of the special formation be? Do you want to give them a 1% chance of success or a 1/1000 chance of success? At this time, Yi Xiaobai looked at Yi Feng and asked. Chapter 752 Yi Xiao, do you want to increase the difficulty of the trial competition? 50. They can get 50 of the 200 rewards. The remaining 150 rewards will be destroyed by special traps when they break through the formation. Hearing Yi Xiaobai's question, Yi Feng gave the answer directly. Although the task only requires completing 100 acts of squandering, as a squandering god, if he doesn't do it 50 more times, he will be unworthy of his identity. It's still convenient to be the master behind the trial. I can easily let them help me squander 150 rewards. This feeling of strategizing is really fascinating. When Yi Xiaobai left, Yi Feng also said to himself with a smug look on his face. Those ordinary disciples should not be able to recognize these top treasures. At that time, even if these top treasures are destroyed in front of their eyes, they will not suffer any big blow. It can be said that my operation not only protects those ordinary disciples, but also completes random tasks. It is perfect. At this time, thinking of his perfect plan to squander money, Yi Feng nodded secretly, and then lay down on the bed to rest. Why Yi Feng would never have thought that his plan to squander his fortune, which he thought was extremely perfect, was easily cracked by En Leihong and the two ancestors. They directly replaced those who did not know these top treasures, and then replaced those who were likely to know these top treasures. If Yi Feng knew this situation, he would definitely shout at En Leihong and the two ancestors, You are old sows wearing glasses, and you are just running into the muzzle of a gun. Kanyang Sect Hall. Everyone. I think you should have received the notice from Tianmiao Pavilion. This time, the rules of the 10 major sect trials have been changed. Ordinary disciples are not allowed to participate. Instead, the elders and sect masters of our respective sects are allowed to participate in person. Not only that, Tianmiao Pavilion is also going to participate in this trial. To be honest, this is a bit too abnormal. Seeing that the other 9 sect masters came here through the designated space portal, Kanyang sect master Zhao he took the lead in expressing his thoughts. That's right. I also feel it's very abnormal. As the organizer, Tianmiao Pavilion owns the trial secret realm and the rewards placed in it are also theirs. It can be said that this trial competition is specially held for us, and they have never participated in it before, but why did they participate this time? After hearing what Zhao he said, Shanbing sect master Song Xuanfei also expressed his thoughts. You say. Is there a possibility? It is this time that the master behind the trial is not Tianmiao Pavilion, and the rewards are no longer the ordinary rewards in the past? At this time, Su Heng, the leader of MOU sect, put forward an extremely bold guess. Hearing Su Heng's guess, the faces of the others also changed, and then they all bowed their heads and pondered. The next day, early morning. Tianmiao Pavilion. Comfortable. I didn't expect that I could sleep so comfortably in Tianmiao Pavilion. When Yifeng woke up, he stretched beautifully, and then checked the waste products refreshed today. Today's waste product, Earth-Blasting Sky Thunder * 10,000 Earth-Blasting Sky Thunder, a special item created by the system, which can be buried underground, up to 10 meters deep. Once stepped on, the other party will be struck by a sky thunder. No matter what the cultivation level of the person who stepped on the thunder is, there will be no danger, but the body will be paralyzed for 1 minute, and can avoid the detection of the divine consciousness. Fuck. This thing is interesting. When Yifeng checked the updated waste product information today, a look of surprise appeared on his face. This thing is interesting. But how to waste money? After being surprised, Yifeng lowered his head and pondered. Dong. 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 Just then, a knock on the door suddenly sounded. Come in. The door is not closed. After hearing the knock on the door, Yifeng shouted directly. Young Master Yi. Breakfast is ready for you. My father said that after you have breakfast, you can go to the trial secret realm. When Entai walked into the guest room, he looked at Yifeng respectfully and said. Young Pavilion Master. Don't worry about eating. I just happen to have something to ask you. You said, if there is a special one-time artifact, once someone steps on it, the other party will be struck by a thunderbolt, and then the body will be paralyzed for 1 minute, but the body will not be hurt. How to use this special artifact is the most appropriate. After listening to Entai's words, Yifeng asked directly. Huh? There is such a one-time special artifact? Hearing Yifeng's words, Entai also showed a touch of surprise, because he had never heard of this special artifact. Master Yi. If you can't cause harm to others, but just paralyze them for 1 minute, then this special artifact is most suitable for use when escaping. No matter how strong the opponent is, or how big the difference in strength is, 1 minute is enough to wipe out the opponent. Although he didn't understand why Yifeng asked such a strange question, Entai pondered for a while and still expressed his own thoughts. Counterattack? Ambush? Hearing Entai's idea, Yifeng's eyes lit up. He seemed to know the correct way to use the earth-shattering skybomb. If he didn't use it correctly, wouldn't he be a loser? Young Pavilion Master. Do you think it's a waste if I step on this thing for fun? At this time, Yifeng looked at Entai and asked again. Step on it for fun? You actually want to step on such a powerful weapon for sneaking up on people? If this isn't a waste, what is it? Wait a minute. Young Master, you wouldn't ask me such a strange question for no reason. Does that mean that young Master Yi has this special artifact in his hand? Thinking of this, Entai looked at Yifeng and said quickly, Young Master Yi, If you step on such a strange special artifact for fun, it will definitely be considered a waste. It's good to be considered a waste. But who should be stepped on for fun? After hearing this, Yifeng also muttered casually, and then lowered his head to think. After all, he had tortured many disciples and elders of Tianmiao Pavilion twice last night, and he couldn't do anything to the people of Tianmiao Pavilion. Who should be stepped on for fun? My father, the two ancestors, and Elder Wu, aren't they quite suitable? Thinking of being tricked by Elder Wu and beaten by his father and the two ancestors yesterday, an idea instantly emerged from Entai's mind. Young Master Yi, do you want to increase the difficulty of this trial competition? Then, Entai looked at Yifeng seriously and asked. Chapter 753 Why are you so naughty that you changed the rules of the trial competition? Huh? When did I want to increase the difficulty of this trial competition? Wait a minute. At this moment, Yifeng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Entai with a smirk and said, Young Pavilion Master, you are right. Since the reward has been upgraded to a higher level, the difficulty of obtaining it should naturally increase. Okay. Let's go have breakfast first. Then rush to the trial secret realm immediately. After that, Yifeng laughed and left the guest room. Hey! Today is another happy day. Looking at Yifeng, who was leaving, Entai also muttered to himself with a smirk. A moment later. Masterin. Before we go to the trial secret realm, I want to discuss something with you. That's right, I want to move the trial competition forward by 1 day. That is to say, I will place the rewards this morning, and the trial competition will start in the afternoon. After breakfast, Yifeng came to the Tianga Hall, and then looked at Enleihong and told him his idea. Isn't the trial competition going to start tomorrow morning? Why 1 day in advance? Hearing Yifeng's words, Enleihong also revealed a trace of doubt, and then said, Young Master Yi, tomorrow is the day of the trial competition, we can afford 1 more day, right? Not afford? Not afford a shit. If I don't start the trial competition in advance, how can those disciples who participate in the trial help me squander today's squandered products? If I wait until tomorrow, the cucumber dishes will be cold. Hearing Enleihong's words, Yifeng curled his lips and said directly, the trial competition will start this afternoon. I will be responsible for all the trial rewards. If the trial competition starts tomorrow, I will not be responsible for the trial rewards. So, Engu feels that if this day is not a big difference, I don't care. Sure, fine. Young Master Yi, 1 day is a big difference. I will notify the leaders of the 10 major sects and ask them to rush to Tianmiao Pavilion before noon. Anyone who is late will be kicked out. Hearing Yifeng's words, Enleihong became anxious and quickly stated his decision. At the same time, he smiled bitterly in his heart. It was set to be a discussion. How did it suddenly become a threat? Young Master, you really doesn't play by the rules. Trial secret realm. My lord. I have set up formations at the locations where the 200 trial rewards are placed, and each formation is superimposed with special traps. At the same time, I have also divided the 10,000 earth-blasting thunders into 200 parts, all of which are buried on the necessary roads to obtain the rewards. It can be said that if they want to obtain the trial rewards, they must first pass through the earth-blasting thunder paralysis road, then pass through the special formations, and finally avoid the special traps, so that they can get the trial rewards. After Yi Xiaobai had completed all the preparations, he came to Yifeng to explain the situation. Xiaobai, do you think I have raised the difficulty of the trial too high? Can those ordinary disciples withstand it? After listening to Yi Xiaobai's words, Yifeng asked this question. My lord, don't underestimate those who participate in the trial. This difficulty is nothing to them. So, your worries are completely unnecessary. Hearing Yifeng's inquiry, Yi Xiaobai also talked nonsense with a serious face. It's good that the difficulty is not high. Right. This trial secret realm has a huge space. It will take a lot of time to find the trial rewards, and it will take time to break through the formation, and it will take some time to step on the ground blasting mines. I don't care about other things, but before midnight, they must step on all 10,000 ground blasting mines for me. However, in which aspects can they save some time? At this time, Yifeng suddenly thought of something, and then said a situation he was worried about. My lord. Or, let's draw a treasure map for them. As long as we mark the location of the trial rewards on the map, wouldn't it save a lot of time? After hearing Yifeng's words, Yi Xiaobai directly expressed his idea. The trial rewards I hid. Then I draw a map and tell them where the trial rewards are? Can it still be played like this? Hearing Yi Xiaobai's proposal, Yifeng was stunned at first, and then grinned, and thought to himself, if this map is handed over to Pavilion Masterin, he will be confused. Tianmiao Pavilion, Tian Pavilion Hall. Young Master Yi. The people from the 10 major sects are here. You can start the trial competition at any time. Seeing Yifeng walking in from outside the hall, and Lei Hong also hurriedly told this situation. Very good. Then start the trial competition immediately. By the way, take this map and let all the disciples participating in the trial competition take a look. As he said, Yifeng handed a map to Lei Hong. Map? We are participating in the trial competition, what do you mean by giving us a map? Seeing the map handed over by Yifeng, Lei Hong also showed a hint of doubt. Pavilion Master. Hurry up and explain the situation to young Master Yi. After all, we haven't told young Master Yi about changing the rules yet. Just when Lei Hong was still wondering about the map, the voice of the great ancestor rang in his mind. Young Master Yi. There's something I forgot to tell you. Because the trial rewards you provided were too generous, we changed the trial rules. Ordinary disciples were not allowed to participate. Instead, the masters and elders of the 10 major sects were replaced. Even our Tianmiao Pavilion chose to join this trial. Hearing the reminder of the great ancestor, Lei Hong also hurriedly told this matter. Ordinary disciples were not allowed to participate? Then the masters and elders of the 10 major sects were replaced? Hearing Lei Hong's words, Yifeng was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that his perfect plan to lose money was so easily ruined by Lei Hong. Why? Why did you suddenly change the trial rules? After recovering from his shock, Yifeng looked at Lei Hong and asked. Young Master Yi. Those ordinary disciples can't recognize those top treasures at all. If they accidentally destroy those treasures during the fight, it would be a waste of resources. To avoid that, we immediately changed the trial rules. Hearing Yifeng's question, Lei Hong immediately explained. Those ordinary disciples can't recognize the top treasures, so you guys go for it? Why are you so annoying? After hearing Lei Hong's explanation, Yifeng was speechless. He had never thought that these people would take the initiative to run into the muzzle of the gun. Chapter 754 Master, I miss you so much. Masterin. Do you think there is a possibility? That is, if those ordinary disciples participate in the trial competition, it is actually a kind of protection for you? At this time, Yifeng also persuaded in a tactful way. Young Master Yi. Although I don't understand what you mean by this. But what I want to say is that compared with those top treasures, we are not worthy of being protected at all. As long as we can protect those top treasures, everything we pay is worth it. After hearing Yifeng's persuasion, Lei Hong did not understand the meaning, but expressed his thoughts with a serious face. Hey! You want money, but not life. These people are really cool. After hearing what Lei Hong said, Yifeng gave up the idea of continuing to persuade him, and then said directly, "Okay, then you go ahead. The 200 trial rewards I hid in the trial secret realm have been marked on the map, and you can go directly to the location of the trial rewards when the time comes." Huh? You hid the trial rewards? Then he drew another picture and marked the location of the trial rewards? What is this operation? If you want to do this, why don't you just put all the trial rewards in front of us? Hearing Yifeng's words, and Lei Hong was completely stunned. "Young Master Yi, can I know what your purpose is?" After recovering from his shock, and Lei Hong looked at Yifeng and asked tentatively. "No purpose. I'm just afraid that you will waste too much time in the process of looking for trial rewards. After all, even if you find the trial rewards, it's not an easy thing to get them." Hearing in Lei Hong's question, Yifeng also explained with a smile on his face. "Oh. Even if you find the trial rewards, you may not be able to get them directly? Young Master Yi, you have added a little difficulty to this trial." After understanding this situation, and Lei Hong also laughed indifferently. In his opinion, Yifeng has made the map, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get the trial rewards. After all, Yifeng had just learned about the change of participants in the trial competition, and the difficulty was definitely only for ordinary disciples, and that kind of difficulty was nothing in their eyes. "Young Master Yi, if there is nothing else, shall we start the trial competition right now?" Then, and Lei Hong looked at Yifeng and asked. "Open it. But, I have something to remind you. Before midnight tonight, you must get as many trial rewards as possible. Because after midnight tonight, I will take back all the trial rewards." After saying that, Yifeng left the Tianga Hall. After midnight at night, all the trial rewards will be taken back? And now it's almost noon, which means we only have 7 hours. No wonder Yi Xiao gave us that map. If we didn't have that map, we would waste a lot of time on the way to find the trial rewards. After hearing Yifeng's last reminder, and Lei Hong finally understood why Yifeng gave him that map. In the guest room. "Master, I miss you so much." When Yifeng just returned to his guest room, a familiar voice rang from the house. And seeing the familiar dog Shadow running towards him quickly, Yifeng couldn't help but raise his right foot and directly posed for shooting. Pung! With a muffled sound, the little yellow dog flew backwards. However, in the process of flying backwards, it skillfully put its 2 front legs behind its head and lay flat, and then even crossed its iconic legs. This dog is still as mean as ever. Seeing this, Yifeng shook his head helplessly. A moment later. "Sword Dog. When did you ascend to the God realm? And why are you here? Where are the handsome blood and the little gun dragon?" Looking at the little yellow dog running back, Yifeng asked curiously. "Master, I just ascended to the God realm today. Because I miss you so much, I asked Xiaojian to send me to you directly. As for the blood-sucking mantis and the little gun dragon, they have already gone to the Star Soul Palace." Hearing Yifeng's question, the little yellow dog also explained with a mean face. "So that's it. Then let's go back to the Star Soul Palace." As he said that, Yifeng was about to activate a designated space portal. "Master, I heard from Xiaojian that a trial competition is about to start here. How about we go and join in the fun?" Hearing that Yifeng was going back to Xinghuan Palace, the little yellow dog suddenly became anxious, and then looked at Yifeng and made a suggestion. Dog, you didn't come to me because of this trial competition, did you?" Hearing the little yellow dog mention the trial competition, Yifeng also looked at it with a strange look. "Ah. No. I came here because I missed my master so much. As for this trial competition, I just happened to know about it. I really didn't come here for this trial competition. Master, you have to believe me." Hearing Yifeng's words, the little yellow dog's eyes also flashed a panic, and then he hurriedly explained. Hey! It should be true that the dog misses me. But I feel that it doesn't miss me that much. Noticing the panic flashing in the little yellow dog's eyes, Yifeng also silently took out a dog-beating stick. Master! What are you going to do? Do you mean that you are going to teach me how to be a dog just after I come here? Seeing the dog-beating stick that Yifeng took out, the little yellow dog panicked directly. It didn't understand how Yifeng discovered its little thoughts. Master! Beating is love, scolding is love. I have been waiting for this loving spur for a long time. At this time, the little yellow dog lying on the chair endured the pain from the two big pieces of meat, and looked directly at Yifeng and said this. Fuck. This sword dog is really getting meaner. How can it say such disgusting words? Yifeng was really shocked when he heard the little yellow dog's words. Dog. Get up. The trial competition has already begun, I'll take you to join in the fun. At this time, Yifeng also put away the dog-beating stick, and then spoke directly to the little yellow dog. Trial Secret Realm Space. Water Cloud Phantom Crystal. The trial reward actually has Water Cloud Phantom Crystal? Am I dazzled? Zhao He, the leader of the Kanyang sect, found a trial reward with the help of the small map, and exclaimed with his eyes wide open. He never thought that such a top-level treasure would appear in this trial competition. Chapter 755 Who can stand this kind of play? No wonder the rules of this trial competition will be changed. It turns out that the trial reward has really changed. But what I didn't expect is that the trial reward will be increased to this extent. After trying to calm himself down, Zhao He walked directly towards the trial reward not far away. Click. However, before he took 2 steps, a crisp and strange sound suddenly rang from the ground. What's going on? Did I step on something? Just when Zhao He was puzzled, a black cloud quickly condensed above him, and then a black lightning bolt instantly struck down and directly hit Zhao He. Fuck. How come I'm struck by lightning? My body is paralyzed. At this time, Zhao He, who was twitching all over, uttered a series of electric sounds. Old Zhao. What are you doing there? Are you crazy? At this time, Su Heng, the leader of Mou sect, also came here. When he saw Zhao He standing in front of him twitching all over, he asked, with a puzzled look on his face. Fuck. Is that Shuiyun Huanjing? I actually guessed it right. The trial rewards for this trial competition have really changed. Suddenly, Su Heng also noticed the Shuiyun Huanjing in front of him, and then he exclaimed with his eyes wide open. Then, he ignored Zhao He, who was still twitching all over, and ran directly towards the Shuiyun Huanjing not far away. Fuck. I saw it first. Don't steal my treasure. Seeing Su Heng flash past him, Zhao He got anxious. After all, a treasure of the level of Shuiyun Huanjing was something they wanted to have in their dreams. In fact, if they missed it this time, they might never have another chance to get Shuiyun Huanjing in their lifetime. Click. However, just as Su Heng ran past Zhao He, a crisp sound suddenly rang out. Ha ha ha. Su Heng, let you steal my baby. This time it's your turn to go crazy. Hearing this familiar voice, Zhao He couldn't help but burst into laughter. Old Zhao. What was that strange sound just now? Hearing this, Su Heng also looked at Zhao He with uneasiness and asked. At this moment, Su Heng suddenly noticed something, and then he looked up fiercely. Soon, a strange black cloud appeared in his sight. At the same time, a black lightning also appeared from the black cloud and struck him directly. Fuck. Old Zhao, you are such a dog. There is a trap here, why didn't you remind me? At this time, Su Heng, who was also paralyzed, was also furious and cursed at Zhao He behind him, but the curse turned into an extremely interesting electronic music. Remind you? You are ready to steal my baby. You still want me to remind you? Why are you so thick-skinned? You are so shameless. Hearing Su Heng's curse, Zhao He also started to complain wildly in his heart. At this moment, Zhao He suddenly found that his body had returned to normal, which made him excited. After all, if he recovered first, the treasure would be his. Lao Su. Thank you, if you hadn't stepped on the mine for me, I would have been struck again. But now my body has recovered, so I took the water cloud crystal directly. At this time, Zhao He also walked past Su Heng slowly, twisting his body and showing off that his body had returned to normal. Click. However, the smile lasted only 3 seconds, and the familiar strange sound rang again. Zhao He's face also instantly showed an extremely collapsed look. Looking at the strange black clouds that condensed again in the air, he collapsed and shouted, "Who put so many traps here? Don't play with people like this." 30 minutes later. With the efforts of Zhao He and Su Heng, who took over the mines, they finally cleared all the 50 earth-shattering mines in the front. Old Su. Remember that on the small map, each marked trial reward location has a number 50 written on it? Tell me, is there a possibility that the number 50 represents the number of these strange lightning-struck traps? At this time, Zhao He suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Su Heng and expressed his thoughts. Swish, hearing what Zhao He said, Su Heng rushed towards the Shuiyun Huanjing at the fastest speed, and shouted, "Old Zhao, I don't know if your guess is true, so I will verify it for you personally." Fuck. Old Su, you are such a dog, do you people in MOU sect know? Zhao He was so angry that he almost fainted when he heard Su Heng's words. However, just when he was about to chase him, he found that Su Heng was circling around the Shuiyun Huanjing. No way. It's not enough to block us with 50 paralyzing thunders. You even set up a formation? If you don't want us to get it, just say it directly. Is it fun to play with us like this? Thinking of this situation, Zhao He complained wildly in his heart. He never thought that the mysterious behind-the-scenes controller of this trial competition would be so good at playing. Wait a minute. What are those 10 earth pillars that suddenly emerged from the ground? At this moment, Zhao He discovered that 10 strange earth pillars suddenly appeared on the road that Su Heng was circling. For some reason, he suddenly felt a little uneasy. Bang! As Su Heng, who could not see the earth pillars, directly smashed one of them, a strange white flame suddenly emerged from under the Shuiyun Huanjing not far away. Immediately afterwards, whether it was Zhao He outside the formation or Su Heng inside the formation, they watched the strange white flame annihilate the Shuiyun Huanjing completely. As the water cloud illusion crystal was completely annihilated, the formation also disappeared on its own, as if it had never appeared. Paralysis thunder. The terrifying maze. The traps superimposed in the maze. Even once the traps in the maze are triggered, the trial rewards will be completely annihilated. Old Zhao, with such a terrifying difficulty, do we still have hope of getting the trial rewards? After recovering from the shock, Su Heng looked at Zhao He and asked. Hope? With such a high difficulty, there is still a fart of hope. To be honest, I want to quit the trial competition now. If I continue, not only will I be struck, but I will also have to endure the torture of the top treasure being annihilated in front of my eyes. Who can stand it? Hearing Su Heng's question, Zhao He directly expressed his thoughts. Chapter 756 Master, don't you feel guilty for doing this? Too scary. The master is really too scary. I didn't expect that after the master arrived in the God realm, he became even more playful. The hardship suffered by the first trial reward alone directly ruined the two people in the distance. Looking at Zhao He and Su Heng not far away, the little yellow dog also exclaimed in his heart. Let's go. Go over and warn them. Otherwise, if they leave, there will be no one to help me continue to squander my wealth. Hearing the conversation between the two, Yifeng also shook his head helplessly. He never thought that these people, as the leaders of a sect, had such a bad mentality. They just suffered a little bit of a blow and couldn't bear it. You too. If you quit the trial competition now, you will definitely regret it. Because there are a total of 200 trial rewards in this trial competition, and 50 of them are trial rewards that you can get. In other words, as long as you keep fighting, you will definitely get some trial rewards. When Yifeng came to the two people, he directly told them this situation. Huh? Who are you? Why should we believe what you say? Also, isn't this trial competition not allowed for ordinary disciples to participate? Why are you here? Hearing Yifeng's words, and checking Yifeng's cultivation, Zhao He also asked directly. Because I am the mastermind behind this trial competition. I arranged all this myself. That's why I'm here. As for whether you believe what I say, that's up to you. Upon hearing Zhao He's question, Yifeng directly revealed his identity. Ridiculous. You said you are the master behind the scenes, and you are the master behind the scenes. Damn, you are really the master behind the scenes. Just when Su Heng was about to question Yifeng's identity, he saw Yifeng directly took out more than 100 pieces of Shuiyun Huanjing and threw them on the ground. This arrogant scene almost shocked him so much that his eyes almost popped out. Old Zhao. This young master is really the master behind the scenes. Then what he said is absolutely true. For the 50 trial rewards that can be obtained, we can't withdraw from the trial competition. After recovering from his shock, Su Heng said to Zhao He on the side with an excited face. Fuck. Where are the people? Old Zhao, you are such a dog. You didn't even wait for me, and you just ran away? However, when Su Heng found that Zhao He, who was just beside him, had disappeared, he immediately reacted and started cursing. Master. If there is nothing else, I will go find the trial reward first. At this time, Su Heng first said to Yifeng respectfully, and then burst out at the fastest speed, rushing directly to the location of the next trial reward. No way. The master took out so many treasures, and they didn't even grab them? If they don't grab them, then I can't rob them back. Are all the Shintoists in the God realm so cowardly? Seeing Zhao He and Su Heng leave like this, the little yellow dog beside him also showed a hint of disappointment. Dog. You should also fight for the trial reward. You are idle anyway. At this time, Yifeng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at the little yellow dog beside him and said. I came in to watch the fun. But now you want me to fight for the trial reward? If you do this, won't your conscience hurt? Hearing Yifeng's proposal, the little yellow dog couldn't believe his ears for a while. It never thought that it came in to watch the fun, but it became the fun. Master. Can I not go? After all, those people are not easy, I really can't bear to snatch those rags from them. After recovering from it, the little yellow dog first rubbed Yifeng's trouser legs with its dog head, and then begged with a cute face. If you think it's not easy for them, you can give them the rewards after you grab them. Anyway, there are plenty of those junks in our palace gate. Hearing the little yellow dog's plea, Yifeng responded casually, and then walked away directly. He had to hurry to see the situation of others. If too many people chose to withdraw early, it would be troublesome. Hey! The master is determined to torture me. Why is my dog's life so miserable? Looking at Yifeng leaving, the little yellow dog shook his head helplessly, and then ran directly to a trial reward location marked on the small map. The other side. Paralysis thunder. Formation, trap. Trigger the trap, and the trial reward will be completely annihilated. Young Master Yi has not increased the difficulty by a little bit, this is simply increasing the difficulty by a billion points. Under this difficulty, it is impossible for anyone to get the trial reward. At this time, watching the small bottle of white flame dew in front of him being annihilated by the strange white flame, and Lei Hong was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that the difficulty of obtaining the trial reward would be so terrifying. Pavilion Master. Young Master Yi is a prodigal son. Tell me, is there a possibility that he is using the trial competition as an excuse to get us to help him lose money? Otherwise, why would the trial rewards be wiped out when the trap is triggered? This behavior is definitely a prodigal behavior. At this time, the great ancestor also frowned and looked at Lei Hong and expressed his own guess. Everyone who is participating in the trial, listen up. Although it is a bit more difficult to obtain the trial rewards, you are not completely without a chance. There are a total of 200 trial rewards, of which 50 are trial rewards. You have a chance to get them, so if you want to get the trial rewards, then hurry up and fight. At this moment, Yi Feng's voice instantly resounded throughout the trial secret realm. Many clan leaders and elders who were hit and ready to withdraw from the trial competition in advance changed their minds at this moment. All elders of Tianmiao Pavilion, listen to the order. From now on, 4 people will form a group and disperse immediately, and then go to the locations of various trial rewards. No matter how much torture you suffer, you must grab the trial rewards. At this time, Lei Hong, who had recovered from his shock, immediately gave orders to the many elders around him. Huh? What's going on? Why did I walk in the area where the ground-blasting sky mines were buried, but the ground-blasting sky mines did not explode? At this time, the little yellow dog, who came to a place where the trial rewards were located, also muttered to himself with a confused look on his face. Chapter 757. Damn, this pig is really extraordinary. Wait a minute. Could it be that this earth-shattering thunder will only strike Shintoists and not divine beasts? Soon, the little yellow dog had an extremely bold guess. Xiao Jian. Hurry up and bring Brother Mantis and Brother Dragon to me. I want to take them to do something big. In order to verify his guess, the little yellow dog shouted directly. He knew that Yi Xiaojian could definitely hear what he said. Soon, as a space crack suddenly appeared, the blood-sucking mantis, the little gun dragon and the flying pig came out of the space crack. Hey! Brother Mantis, Brother Dragon, why did you bring the pig here? When the little yellow dog saw the flying pig coming out of the space crack, he asked with surprise. Brother Dog. This flying pig may be a new member of our robber group. So, we brought it here. Hearing the little yellow dog's question, the blood-sucking mantis immediately explained. Oh. New member? How do you know it will be a new member? Hearing this, the little yellow dog asked again. Brother Dog. There are hundreds of little dragons in the Xinghuan Palace, and they are all for eating. There is also a little tiger, which is the dragon herder tiger that manages the little dragons. This guy is special. He has no work and has followed his master out several times. So, I feel that his master is training him. At this time, the little gun dragon stepped forward and answered the question for the blood-sucking mantis. Piglet. What are you good at? After listening to the little gun dragon's words, the little yellow dog looked at the flying pig with curiosity and asked. Brother Dog. I'm very good at shooting. Hearing the little yellow dog's question, Feitian Pig also answered nervously. It knew that the 3 beasts in front of it were definitely the dog, mantis, and dragon that Yi Feng had mentioned before. It can be said that in front of them, it was just a younger brother. 222 is so powerful? Is this worth showing off? Hearing Feitian Pig's words, the little yellow dog instantly thought of something wrong. Brother Dog. Do you want me to demonstrate it to you on the spot? However, if there is a beast that can cooperate with me, the effect will definitely be more explosive. Seeing that the little yellow dog didn't speak for a long time, Fétian Pig also asked tentatively. You still want to demonstrate it on the spot? You also want to find a beast to cooperate with you? Why are you so shameless? Hearing this, the little yellow dog, the blood-sucking mantis, and the little spear dragon all showed a look of surprise, and even took a step back. After all, they didn't want to cooperate with each other's performance. Piglet. Besides the gun, do you have any other strengths? At this time, the little yellow dog immediately changed the subject, and it had made a decision in its heart, that is, the big white pig in front of it must not join the robbers. Thinking that the three beasts were robbing crazily on one side, and the flying pig was gunning crazily on the other side, it would really be a disgrace to the robbers. Brother dog. Does good luck count? My luck is very good. Wherever I go, I may encounter opportunities or treasures. Young master Yi calls me a walking treasure house. Hearing the little yellow dog's repeated question, Fétian Juju was silent for a while, and then told the situation. Really? Are you that awesome? That's perfect. We need to grab the trial rewards now. However, only 50 of the 200 trial rewards can be obtained. Then you lead the way, and see how lucky you are. Hearing Fétian Juju's words, the little yellow dog also showed a look of disbelief, and then prepared to try Fétian Juju's amazing luck. A moment later. Brother dog. I think this trial reward location is pretty good. How about we try it? When Fétian Juju came to a trial reward location according to the route on the map, he looked at the little yellow dog and expressed his thoughts. Okay. Then let's try it. Hearing Fétian Juju's proposal, the little yellow dog also made a decision directly. Brother go. Why are those three people over there standing there twitching all over? Is there any danger over there? At this time, the blood-sucking mantis saw the three people twitching not far away, and warned them with a serious face. If you want to get the trial reward, you have to pass 3 levels. The first level, 50 paralysis thunders. The second level, a powerful maze. The third level, the superposition traps in the maze. And the paralysis thunders in the first level, according to my guess, may not work on us. But the formations and superposition traps in the second and third levels. Before the little yellow dog finished speaking, it saw the flying piglet rushing towards the trial reward in the distance with excitement, which made it confused and thought, what is this big white pig going to do? A moment later. It seems that my guess is true, the divine beast really won't trigger those earth-shattering thunders. Seeing that the flying piglet successfully passed the area where the earth-shattering thunders were buried, the little yellow dog also muttered to himself. Fuck. Does this pig know the formation? Just run around in the formation for 2 circles and directly crack the maze? However, when the little yellow dog saw that the flying piglet cracked the maze very easily, a look of disbelief appeared in his eyes. Brother dog. I got the cold marrow jade gold due. Let's continue to the next trial reward location. When Flying Pig returned to the little yellow dog with the small bottle of cold marrow jade gold due, he said excitedly. Awesome. This pig is really awesome. The luck it just said is really true. If you bring it with you, you don't have to spend time looking for things in the future. Hearing Fétian Juju's words, especially seeing the small bottle in the other party's hand, the little yellow dog's face also showed a touch of excitement, and then said directly, let's go to the next trial reward location. Not far away. Sect Master. What's going on? Why is there a big white pig here? Also, why doesn't it detonate the paralysis thunder? Could it be that this paralysis heavenly way only bullies us Shintoists? At this time, an elder of Xianbing sect also looked at the sect master Song Xuanfei beside him with a confused face and asked. Elder Zhao. Can you pay attention to something useful? We have stepped on 48 paralyzing thunderbolts, and we can go and grab the cold marrow jade gold due soon. But now, it has been intercepted by a big white pig? That is to say, the heaven-defying treasure that should have belonged to us is gone. Hearing what Elder Zhao said, Song Xuanfei was so angry that he started cursing. Chapter 758 Brother Go, I report that Zhao, he just got something good, on the other side. Old Zhao. Can you put away the smug smile on your face? I just grabbed a piece of Shuiyun fantasy crystal. I can grab a trial reward soon. At this time, looking at Zhao He's smug look, Su Heng also said in a very unhappy voice. Old Su. You said you can grab it if you can? Let's not talk about the location of the trial reward in front of us. Is it one of the 50 trial rewards? Even if it is, whether you can grab it from me is also a question. Hearing Su Heng's words, Zhao, he responded with a playful look. No matter whether it is one of the 50 trial rewards. We have to clear all the paralyzing thunders first. Don't waste time. Hurry up and get struck. Hearing Zhao He's words, Su Heng didn't argue. He wanted to use practical actions to slap Zhao He in the face. Not far away. Brother dog. I feel like this place for the trial reward is pretty good. How about giving it a try? After arriving here, Flying Pig first glanced at Zhao He and Su Heng, who were being hit not far away, and then looked at the little yellow dog and told him his thoughts. Okay. Then go over and give it a try. As for the three of us, we need to do our old job. Looking at Zhao He and Su Heng, who were twitching not far away, the little yellow dog also had a sly smile on his face. Hearing this, the blood-sucking mantis and the little gun dragon beside him also took out their weapons. Do something about your old business? Do you mean, I'm going to get the trial reward over there, and you're going to rob here? Hearing what the little yellow dog said, Feitian Zhuzhu also set his eyes on Zhao He and Su Heng not far away, and then muttered to himself, these two Shintoists are really miserable. They haven't got the trial reward yet, but their treasures have to be looted first. Fuck. Old Su, what just passed by? As a white figure flashed by, Zhao He also shouted to Su Heng in front of him with a confused look on his face. Pig. Are you blind? It was a big white pig that just passed by. But why didn't it trigger the paralysis thunder? Looking at the flying pig in front of him rushing directly into the maze, Su Heng also responded with a frown. You too. I opened this road and buried this thunder. If you want to pass here, leave money for the passage. Just then, the voice of the little yellow dog reached the ears of the two, and then the three robber beasts appeared directly in front of them. Fuck. Isn't that dog the dog of the mysterious young master? When did it have two more brothers? And it's also engaged in robbery? When Zhao He and Su Heng recognized the little yellow dog, they both showed a look of confusion on their faces. It was really that the identity of the little yellow dog changed too quickly, which caught them off guard. Brother dog. Is there any misunderstanding? We just met. At this time, Zhao He also looked at the little yellow dog to establish a relationship. After all, although the little yellow dog's strength was weak, he really didn't dare to attack the little yellow dog. What's wrong with meeting? Just now my master took out so much garbage. No, he took out so many good things, and you didn't even rob them. If you don't rob, then how can I rob you? Do you know that, just because you are cowardly, you have directly ruined my only fun? Hearing what Zhao He said, the little yellow dog also complained directly. Let us rob that young master? Even Tianmiao Pavilion didn't dare to attack the young master, so we, the little minions, would be even more afraid. Moreover, what does this have to do with being cowardly? Hearing the little yellow dog's complaints, Zhao He and Su Heng were stunned. Stop talking nonsense. Hurry up and take out everything you have. Otherwise, we'll have to do it. At this time, the blood-sucking mantis stepped forward and threatened the two of them. "Brother dog. Give me some face, please. When you come to my sect as a guest in the future, I will definitely treat you like a master." At this time, Zhao began to panic. After all, he still had a piece of water cloud fantasy crystal on him. It can be said that other things can be robbed, but only that piece of water cloud fantasy crystal cannot be robbed. "Brother Mantis. Brother Dragon. Do it." Hearing Zhao words, the little yellow dog ignored him and directly gave orders to the blood-sucking mantis and the little spear dragon. "Look at my big tripod. Look at my big spear." Hearing the order given by the little yellow dog, the blood-sucking mantis and the little spear dragon rushed towards the two with excitement. Snap! 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 The blood-sucking mantis's big tripod kept hitting Zhao's two big pieces of meat. The little spear dragon's long spear also kept whipping Su Heng's two big meat pieces. However, Su Heng was very panicked at this time. He was really afraid that the little spear dragon would not pay attention and the long spear whipping would directly turn into a long spear banging. Then his big meat piece would not be able to withstand it. "Stop hitting. I'll hand it over. I'm willing to hand over everything on my body." At this time, although the paralysis of the body had disappeared, the two did not dare to attack the three beasts. In the end, Su Heng was the first to give up and handed over all the magic rings on his body while shouting. Zhao, who saw this scene, also took out all the magic rings on his body with reluctance. "Brother Mantis. Brother Dragon. Pack up the spoils, we should change to the next place." Seeing the flying pig not far away running back with the trial reward again, the little yellow dog also shouted excitedly. At this moment, it felt that it was really good to bring the flying pig with it. Huh. Seeing that the three robbers did not search their bodies, but were ready to leave directly, Zhao also breathed a sigh of relief, because he had hidden a magic ring privately, and the privately hidden magic ring contained the Shuoyun fantasy crystal he had just obtained. "Brother go. I report that Zhao just got a piece of water cloud crystal. So, I suspect that he may have hidden the magic ring with water cloud crystal. I also hope that Brother Go can check the items he handed over. If there is no water cloud crystal, then he must have hidden it." Just when Zhao just breathed a sigh of relief, Su Heng on the side suddenly shouted, and at the same time, he did not forget to use his spiritual sense to transmit a voice to Zhao and mocked him. "You just showed off to me, now it's good, we can go back to the starting point." "God damn it, go back to the starting point? Who the hell wants to go back to the starting point with you? Can the rags on you compare to my Shuoyun Huanjing?" Hearing Su Heng's words, Zhao wanted to kill someone. He never thought that Su Heng would do such a stupid thing at this critical moment. Chapter 759 Go, remember to be gentle to him. "Brother dog. I've checked. There is no Shuoyun Huanjing among the items Zhao handed in." Soon, Fei Tianzhu's voice sounded from the side. "No?" Hearing Fei Tianzhu's words, the little yellow dog's face instantly darkened. "Brother dog. Misunderstanding, this is all misunderstanding. I really didn't hide it on purpose, I just forgot." Seeing the little yellow dog's face darken, Zhao also hurriedly explained in a panic, and then took out the hidden magic ring from the bitter tea. "This guy actually hid the magic ring in the bitter tea? Do you have to fight so hard?" The four robbers and Su Heng were all surprised when they saw Zhao actually took out a magic ring from the bitter tea. They really didn't expect that Zhao would hide the magic ring in the bitter tea. "Brother dog. This time I really have nothing on me. I handed everything over." At this time, Zhao also looked at the little yellow dog and said quickly. "Too late. You dare to hide treasures in front of me, the number one sword dog in the universe. You are simply looking down on me. Three brothers, who of you will teach him a lesson?" After that, the little yellow dog looked at the blood-sucking mantis, the little gun dragon and the flying pig and asked, "Brother dog, give me a chance to show off. Just wait and see if I can shoot him or not." Hearing the little yellow dog's question, the flying pig took a step forward and took the job directly. "Crazy shooting Zhao He? You don't even let the Shintoists go?" Hearing what the flying pig said, the little yellow dog was shocked. It never thought that the flying pig was a Shintoist and a beast. "Brother pig, isn't it a bit too cruel for you to do this? I'm afraid Zhao He can't stand it." After a moment of silence, the little yellow dog still persuaded the flying pig. "Brother dog, so what you mean is, let me shoot slower?" After hearing what the little yellow dog said, flying pig also asked tentatively. "Huh? What the hell, shoot slower? I mean, just teach him a lesson. There's no need to shoot him like crazy, but from what you said, are you going to shoot him today?" Hearing what Faitian Pig said, the little yellow dog was stunned at first, and then said helplessly, "Go, remember to be gentle to him." "Okay. Just wait and see, brother dog. I will definitely be gentle to him." After hearing what the little yellow dog said, Faitian Pig also showed a touch of excitement. "Fuck. Su Hung, if I hadn't been shot to death by that pig today, I will definitely fight you to the death later. If it weren't for you, would I have suffered such grievances?" After listening to the conversation between the little yellow dog and Faitian Pig, Zhao He, who was not far away, also yelled at Su Hung with horror. "Old Zhao! I didn't know things would turn out like this. Who would have thought that the big white pig actually liked to shoot people?" Hearing what Zhao He said, Su Hung also responded with a wry smile. "Brother dog, I'm on it." At this moment, with a loud shout from Flying Pig, the three robbers, Zhao He, and Su Hung all looked at Flying Pig. "Fuck. What's going on? Did Brother Pig transform? That armor is so damn cool." When the little yellow dog saw the Flying Pig in the air, wearing the cool and invincible gun armor, he also exclaimed with green eyes. "That gun armor was really so cool. Brother dog, I'm going to start shooting. Just watch." At this time, the Flying Pig, which had transformed into a gun war pig, opened fire directly. 8 special Gatling guns were spinning wildly, and countless white streams of light swept towards Zhao He. "Fuck. What the hell is this? The breath emitted by each white light makes me feel suffocated. If nothing unexpected happens, I will be dead if I am hit by a white light." Zhao He was so scared that his soul almost flew away when he noticed the terrifying breath emitted by the white light, and then he began to dodge frantically. In the eyes of the robbers and Su Hung, Zhao He was like dancing a strange dance. "Ha ha ha. Fun, really fun. I'll keep playing, you keep dancing." At this moment, the flying piggy who was madly banging in the air saw Zhao He below trying his best to show off his dancing skills, and he also shouted excitedly. "Fuck. Stop banging at me. I'm almost pissing myself." At this time, Zhao He, who was dodging frantically, was about to cry to death. He never thought that the 222 mentioned by the flying piglet was such a terrifying 222. If he had known it was such a terrifying 222, he would rather let the other party shoot him in another way, at least he would not die that way. On the other side. So the 222 mentioned by the piglet brother is this 222. I really misunderstood it. But, it should be said that it looks so damn handsome now. At this time, looking at the flying piglet that was shooting wildly in the air, the little yellow dog, the blood-sucking mantis, and the little gun dragon all showed envy. If possible, they also wanted to have such a cool and invincible set of gun armor. A moment later. "Piglet brother. That's almost it. We still have to hurry to grab other trial rewards. After a while, the little yellow dog felt that it was almost done, so he shouted directly at the flying piglet in the air. "Brother, go." "Got it. I'll give him 2 more shots at the end." As he spoke, Feitian Zhuzhu directly placed the 2 rocket launchers on his shoulders, and then shouted, "Zhao He, be careful, if you get hit, there may not be even a slag left." As Feitian Zhuzhu's voice fell, 2 white light balls directly hit Zhao He below. Earth escape magic. Hearing Feitian Zhuzhu's reminder, Zhao He was also startled, and then he directly used his forbidden magic, and the whole person disappeared from the spot in an instant. Boom! Boom! As 2 roars sounded, everything within a few hundred meters of the 2 white light balls was instantly annihilated. Fuck! If I hadn't used the forbidden magic, I would have been dead now. Zhao He, who appeared 500 meters away, was so scared that he began to tremble when he saw this scene. He never thought that the pig would actually do it. Chapter 760 Master, we have taken back all the trial rewards for you. A moment later. Lao Su. Why don't we retreat? That pig is too scary. Besides, I'm afraid that if we get a few more trial rewards, they will probably take them away again. When the little yellow dog left here with the blood-sucking mantis, the little gun dragon and the flying pig, Zhao He immediately looked at Su Heng and told him his thoughts. Old Zhao. I understand your feelings. But I really don't want to leave like this. Besides, they have already robbed us once, they shouldn't attack us again. Hearing what Zhao He said, Su Heng frowned and expressed his thoughts. If he really left like this, he would really be unwilling. After hearing what Su Heng said, Zhao He also hesitated. To be honest, if he left like this, he would be unwilling. Old Su. Then let's try again. If we are still robbed, we will immediately withdraw from this trial competition. After a moment of silence, Zhao He finally made a decision. System. How long is it until midnight? At this time, Yi Feng, who was resting in a rocking chair, also asked the system. Ding. Remind the host, it is still half an hour away from midnight. Ding. Remind the host, 7,675 of the 10,000 earth-shattering skybombs have been defeated, reaching the standard of defeat. The system will issue rewards at the last minute. As Yifeng's voice fell, the system's prompt sounded in his mind. Huh? Why is it only defeated so little? Logically speaking, the 10,000 earth-shattering skybombs should all be defeated. After hearing the system's words, Yifeng also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Ding. Because the divine beasts will not trigger the earth-shattering thunder, when others are still stepping on the thunder, the 4 robber beasts will directly rob or destroy the trial rewards. Then those people will naturally not continue to step on the remaining earth-shattering thunder, because the trial rewards are gone. Hearing Yifeng's inquiry, the system quickly gave an explanation. The divine beasts will not trigger the earth-shattering thunder? Then I let the little yellow dog fight for the trial rewards, isn't it just letting it fight with a bug? Who can rob it? Wait a minute. The 4 robber beasts, isn't it just the little yellow dog here? Where did the 4 robber beasts come from? At this time, Yifeng suddenly noticed a key piece of information, and then a look of confusion appeared on his face. Young Master Yi. This trial competition is impossible to play. I don't know where the 4 beasts came from, they can actually ignore the paralysis thunder. All the trial rewards were destroyed or snatched away by them. Moreover, we originally snatched some trial rewards, but they also snatched them away. If anyone dares to hide them privately, they will send a big white pig to shoot us madly. We almost died in the hands of the other party. At this time, Lei Hong came over from a distance with 2 ancestors and 17 elders of Tianmiao Pavilion, and then began to cry. 4 beasts robbed you? And a big white pig shot you madly? Hearing Lei Hong's words, the figures of the little yellow dog, the blood-sucking mantis, the little gun dragon and the flying pig instantly appeared in Yifeng's mind. Not long after, the leaders and elders of other sects also came here, and with tears in their eyes, they told their miserable experiences. The flying pig relied on his luck to easily break the maze and get the trial reward. When the flying pig went to get the reward, the little yellow dog, the blood-sucking mantis and the little spear dragon robbed the Shintoists who suffered from the earth-shattering thunder. Who dares to hide it privately, and then the flying pig will shoot at the other party. After knowing the experience of everyone, Yifeng couldn't help but think of the brutal scene of the 4 robbers taking the trial reward, robbing the treasures on everyone, and shooting at everyone crazily. No way. I just saw that the little yellow dog was idle, so I let it fight for it. As a result, it brought the blood-sucking mantis, the little spear dragon and the flying pig? And it carried out a wave of crazy robbery in this trial competition? After understanding everything, Yifeng also showed a touch of surprise. He never thought that things would turn out like this. Master Yi, those 4 beasts ruined your trial competition this time. You must catch them and teach them a lesson. At this time Lei Hong also looked at Yifeng and continued to cry. This Lei Hong is a big fool. The leading dog is Master Ye's dog. To put it bluntly, those 4 beasts of the robbers might all belong to Master Yi. You let Master Yi deal with your own pets? In the crowd, Zhao He and Su Heng looked at Lei Hong with a look of a fool after hearing what he said. Master, we are back. We didn't let you down. We got all the 50 trial rewards. At this time, the excited voice of the little yellow dog came from a distance. God damn, didn't let me down, I just asked you to fight for it. Who the hell asked you to bring the 3 of them here to rob like crazy? Hearing what the little yellow dog said, Yifeng's face became embarrassed, because he found that everyone was looking at him with a strange look. Everyone. These 4 beasts are my war pets. Because I feel that the difficulty of this trial is not very high, so I let them participate and increase the difficulty of this trial a little bit. Seeing that everyone was looking at him, Yifeng immediately explained. Paralyzing thunder. Horrible maze. Traps stacked in the maze. Triple protection, you actually said that the difficulty is not very high? When everyone heard Yifeng's explanation, they couldn't believe their ears for a while. Everyone. This trial competition has come to a perfect end. Although no one has received the trial rewards, I will not let everyone come here in vain. So, I am going to give the 50 trial rewards to everyone. As for how to distribute them, you can decide for yourself. After saying that, Yifeng took the magic ring containing the 50 trial rewards from the little yellow dog and gave it to Lei Hong, and then took the 4 robber beasts and left the trial secret realm directly. Master, why give those garbage to them? We got those back with our own ability. After leaving the trial secret realm, the little yellow dog asked with a puzzled look on his face. Why? You still have the nerve to ask me why? I asked you to fight for it, who asked you to rob? And you brought all 3 of them here, how can you play so well? Hearing the little yellow dog's question, Yifeng cursed directly, and then raised his right foot and made a shooting posture.